What's going on, Falcon fan? This your boy Ricondo coming back at you with another video. So today we're going to talk about the keys to victory against the San Francisco 49ers this weekend coming up. Before we get to the video, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the notification bell so you know when I drop another video. Please hit the like button so my videos can get shared throughout the YouTube universe. And so you guys can come in and hear what I talk about when we talk about these Atlanta Falcons for this year. All right, let's go ahead and get into the video. Everybody know, looking to the video, like we said, this is where we what we want to be in December in the playoff hunt. This is one of our biggest games of the season so far. We definitely got to get a win. I said last week was a must win for us against the Carolina Panthers. I will say the same for this week. We got to continue the momentum. We got to try to put some wins together and to stay in the hunt. I mean, that's all we can do. If we actually beat the 49ers, we'll have the tiebreak against them. We both be 7-7, but we'll own the tiebreak against them because we beat them head to head. So it's a big game for us this week. Going against Kyle Shanahan, one of our old offensive coordinators who got us into Super Bowl in 2016 season. We had that game. Everybody know we don't have to rehash that. He talked about it earlier this season about some of the mistakes he might have made during the game, you know, keeping us from not being able to get that game. But hey, there's no need of going back to the past. What happened. But of course, you know, I hate to lose against that guy because I felt like he gave the game away, just like he admitted he gave the game away. So we did get a win against him. The last time we played them in San Francisco, Julio caught a game-winning touchdown at the end of the game. So I mean, plays like that. I don't wish it to come down to the wire like that game. But if it have to, and we come away with the win, hey, I'll be happy with that. So guys, let's get to some keys, what we think is going to take for us to get this win this week. So you guys know how I always do. I go offense, I go defense, and then I go special teams. All right, so let's start with offense. Obviously, we've been running the ball well. These last couple weeks. And so the last 3 weeks, we've been over 100 yards rushing. And that's what we want. We love to see that. We love to see our team over 100 yards rushing. So first key is we got to keep running that ball. We got to run the ball. I think what's interesting about this game is these two teams are kind of similar in that way. They want to try to run the ball, try to establish the run, play action, and take your shots when you can. A lot of mixed directions, a lot of motion, all this stuff. So it's two similar offenses. Of course, Kyle Shanahan been doing a lot longer than Arthur Smith, but at the same time, I think it's going to be key. We got to be able to run the ball. I think we need to continue to pound the ball, utilize our 3 backs we got. Of course, CP. Mike Davis been looking great these last couple of games as well, coming out of the backfield, in the receiving game as well. And then Carter Allison, he's been running the ball hard every time he get his opportunities. Just make sure he hold on to the ball, because could have been a costly mistake last week when he fumbled the ball to try to end the game. So run the ball, control the clock. That's what we always want to do. I'm not too worried about another explosive offense on the other side, but at the same time, we want to keep that offense on the sideline and control the clock. I think if we control the clock, we win a time possession. We're going to be where we need to be at the end of the game, and that's what I like. All right. The second point is we got to protect Matt Ryan. They got a good front seven. Of course, Bosa going to be coming over there. They got some great linebackers. So we got to be able to protect Matt this week. Last week, the offense didn't give up our offensive line didn't give up any sacks last week. So that's great. One hit. If we can do that again, I'll say that's a win. Also, thinking about Carolina, was a pretty good defensive front. They was in the top 10 in defense. So we playing another good defensive front this week. So we got to be able to protect Matt Ryan again this week. Give him time back there where the receivers can get open. And if we can do that, just like last week, we can give Matt Ryan a chance to complete some passes. Hope he don't have any couple of ducks he threw last week. Hope we don't see none of that in this game. In San Francisco this week. But at the same time, hey, we just got to protect the quarterback. All right, Jalen Mayfield did a great job. Caleb McGarry did a great job. Kirsch Lindstrom, Hennessy, and Jake Matthews. All those guys played an awesome game last week. So we got to continue that. Remember we mentioned that it's up and down. Hey, we got to start staying up. All right, let's stay where we're at now. Like I said, no sacks, 1 hit. Matt Ryan got the most hits in the NFL this year. So let's try to limit those number of hits we put on our quarterback. He's the veteran on the team. We got a lot of young guys, but we got to keep our veteran right, the captain of the team, the leader of the team. Let's keep him upright. And if we do that, we'll be able to in the right direction to try to win this game. And then the third point of offense is third down. All right, we got to make sure we capitalize on third down. I love the way Arthur Smith calls games because he's notorious and awesome at going long drives. Like I said, that breaks defenses down mentally. It makes them stay on the field a long time. The time of possession, it shorten the game. All the good things. So third downs, we got to be able to capitalize on third down. Of course, we got to be able to put points on the board at the end, but everybody know one of the biggest downs in the football is the third down. All right, so we got to be able to capitalize on our third downs, and if we do that, I think I say we can at least be about 55%, 60% on third down this week on offense. I think that'll bode well for us, and then we'll have a chance to actually get that W. All right, so let's go ahead. I want to go to defense. First point, like I said, I think these teams are similar, right? So if I want us to be able to run the ball, I think these guys, we got to be able to stop the run. All right, Kyle Shanahan is notorious. He will run the ball. All right, he's one of the few offensive play callers in the league that really believes in the run game, and he will run it down your throat. If the game the other week when the Buffalo Bills passed 3 times, believe me when I tell you, Kyle Shanahan will try to do that if he can. All right, he'll run the ball, and we get the running game going. That's when he'll go with the bootlegs and the play action and the mixed directions and all this stuff, to try to fool the defense. So we got to be able to stop the run. We definitely want to make the 49ers one-dimensional. We want to put the ball in Jimmy Garoppolo's hands to make him beat us. And if we can do that, I think definitely we're going to be where we need to be. All right. Second point is create turnovers. Hey, the last couple of weeks we've been getting turnovers. These guys been getting that ball, particularly on interceptions, a couple of fumbles. So we gotta be able to create turnovers. We create turnovers if we can create turnovers against Jimmy Garoppolo in this offense. That's gonna bode well for us. Like I said, the last couple of weeks we've been creating turnovers. Last couple weeks we had 2 pick sixes. Of course, we won one of those games, but you just got to continue that trend, create turnovers, give our offense more chances to score. And if we run the ball like we need to on the offense, then we can create turnovers. Hey, that's just more extra time for we can milk the clock. So create turnovers. That's definitely one of the things I want to see from the defense this week. And then the third thing on defense is control Deebo Samuels and George Kittle. Hey, that goes without saying, right? That's their best 2 weapons they got on offense. Deebo is a similar player to Cordell Patterson. They like to do a lot of things, the same things we like to do with Cordell, bring him out of the backfield. He's a receiver / running back. He's very explosive. He's quick. He's fast. And so we got to keep our eye on him. He's a great player. And then Kittle, of course, I think one of the best blocking tight ends in the league, but he's very explosive too in the pass game. If I don't know if you watched the game last week, but it was because of him they got that win against the Bengals. He was pretty much unguardable. So our linebackers, our safeties, are going to have to play a good game against him this week to try to contain him. I'm not saying stop him. That's why I didn't say stop Kittle and Deebo Samuels. I said we got to be able to contain those guys. Try to keep them in control. Don't give up big plays and just go for what we know. So that's what we got to do. We got to be able to contain those two guys, Samuels and Kittle. Maybe if we just take out one of them, if we can't contain both of them, at least just one of those guys, that'd be great. Because if both of them start to get it going, it's going to be real difficult for us to try to get this win this weekend. They on 49ers is similar to us. They don't have a good record at home. They do have wins at home. We don't have many wins at the house, but they actually been playing better on the road. So I hope that trend continues. They still struggle at the house, and then we actually been playing well on the road. We are 6-2 on the road. If we can continue to play like road warriors and try to get us a win this weekend, that'd be awesome. And we can get back to 500. And just think about this: if we get back to 500, who would ever thought that this Atlanta Falcons teams, with the talent that we have on it, with a makeshift roster, lost our best receiver, we lost our nickel corner, then we just lost one of our starting safeties, and we are 500, and we definitely in the playoff hunt. So let's just look at it like that. I think that would be a win-win for this regime, this coaching staff, front office, all across the board for the franchise. So but we got to do one game at a time. And when the ball kicks off, let's see what we can do. All right, that's defense. So the last thing is we're going to talk about special teams. I got two keys to special teams. First, I think it's no surprise to you guys, I'm going to go with field position. We got to be able to create great field position for our offense and poor field position for their offense. All right, we want to make them be able to go the long haul. Even though I love the idea of time possession and controlling the ball, but when you make offense go the long way, you tend to have mistakes. I mean, penalties. Think about a holding penalty can put you back 10 yards on first down. It's 1st and 20. So we got to try to make sure we pin those guys deep and make them go a long way. And hopefully they make a mistake before they be able to put some points on the board. So we want to control the field position. All right, last thing is, hey, let's create some explosive plays on special teams. Hey, we got to be able to do that. We got to be able to create some kind of explosive play on special teams. Let's get a return, and in special teams, put some points on the board that way. Hey, let's get a fumble like we did in the Jacksonville game. Let's get a field goal block like we did in the Dolphins game. Create some kind of explosive play on special teams. Because all three phases are important, and if we can do that, hey, like I said, guys, it's time for us to actually play a complete game. I don't think we have played a complete game 100% yet, and but when you want to be playing your best football coming into December and January, I think we are showing great improvement the last couple of games, but we got to continue to get better, but we just got to be able to get wins either way we can at the end of the day. So we be able to get wins, from this week. Hey, 7-7. All right. One last thing I got to say is that, like I said, we talked about Kyle Shanahan. This guy is going to come out. I know he's probably kind of upset about the win that we got, their Super Bowl year. They actually went to the Super Bowl that year, but we was one of the teams that beat them in the regular season. So probably want to get a little revenge on us, just like old Danny Quinn got his revenge this past earlier in the season. So we don't want to be able to let our past coaches that let us down in the Super Bowl get any wins on us this year. So we already gave up one. Let's hope we can be able to ruin some of Shanahan hopes to get into the playoffs by beating them and you know, clinching that tiebreaker with those guys. So guys, that's all I got for the keys this week. I'm really excited about this week. We got to be able to get this win. We don't think about the next 3 games, but you know, if we get this win, we go back home and play the Detroit Lions, who only got, you know their record. So if we could get this win against the San Francisco 49ers, we should be favored to win against the Lions. So let's see what happens with that. But we got to be able to take control of this game and take care of business this week first. So let's worry about this week. Let's go in. Looks like most everybody's gonna be healthy. They did have Dante Fowler Jr. It was questionable for the game. Hopefully that changes and he actually be able to produce for us this week. He's been playing better as well, you know, getting sacks, creating havoc like he does. So hopefully he'll be able to go. So guys, that's all I got. You guys let me know what you think about my keys this week. I really need some feedback from you guys. So please let me know what you guys think about the keys. I'm gonna later on in this season and definitely in the off season, I'll start having more videos out to talk about some things about the Falcons. Talk about the salary cap. Talk about some draft picks, things like that. What I think about the season after it ends. Hopefully it ends sometime in January in the postseason. So just things like that. Like I said, I really enjoyed coming on here every week, talking about the Atlanta Falcons. It was one of my passions, being a season ticket holder, going to watch these guys play. And we haven't got a win at home yet, but hey, that's what I love about being a fan, because you got to be there when the ups and the downs. And I have been here the whole time. So. And one day we're going to be able to pull it off. So that's all I got, guys. You guys let me know what you think about my keys. Like I said, this your boy Ricondo coming back at you with another video. Peace.